Hi everyone, welcome. This is a demo of a solution architect assistant that I've been working on creating. The idea here is to build an agent that can actually help architects like me to go talk to the customer, understand their requirements, and then come up with some ideas on how to build this in an efficient way. Not only just doing the technical architecture, but also detailing the business requirement and also making sure that we do some analytics and analysis on each of the scenarios on SWOT analysis and stuff like that, and create an very innovative modern way of doing things, which means this is like reimagining the entire possibility and saying like, okay, if you have a business scenario, how do I create it from scratch? That's what Gen AI has taught us. Like the traditional way of designing an application is different from what we can do with these agents and also with Gen AI. And I also wanted to make it as an voice input, so you can see the output that came out. The voice input was like, this is what I gave. Create an agent to prioritize the messages. So I said, like, create an agent to read my emails and prioritize messages. And then it took the voice input. And these are some of the agents that I've been processing. So I have a planning agent. So I split the screen. On the right side, the agents output what individual agents are doing. And on the left side, it's only giving me the summary of findings. There is a reason behind it. I didn't want to clutter this space here. I want the summarized content, but I wanted to be able to see the details so that I can use the details. And then also, it's not just the text, it also produces as an audio output. So you can see here.
Consolidation of agent outputs and summary of findings, with deep integration into CompChat analytics and supports both rules-based and adaptive prioritization. The system is designed for extensibility, user customization, and strong analytics to enhance productivity and improve critical response times. Terminate.
So as you can see, like it also converts the content. I mean, I had to skip the content for you guys, but you can get the gist of it. And I also have instructed to create it with using the Azure PaaS services, which is much more modernized version of creating applications, which is for the cloud scale. And we also can use uh, all the compliance and all the 70 plus regions capabilities and stuff like that using PaaS versus if we just use it in VM based, then to me at least it doesn't make any sense. And any applications, it's very good at the edge in the beginning, but edge doesn't scale very well. So end up it's going to go to the cloud where you can get the actual scale of it. So the agents are, one of them is business agent, based on a simple requirement. How can you create like an business requirements, right? So this gives you an idea of how to create a business requirement, and then it actually gives you like the architecture agent, what it is doing. This architecture agent is splitting up the components that we need to do. It does secure by design. It follows the Azure architecture diagram. It just creates a diagram. Sometimes it also creates the um, like the mermaid architecture diagram. Sorry, not the entity diagrams. And then the analyst agent, this one goes and does some analysis on what we are doing on the inputs and the outputs, and it creates some logic to test it itself. And it tells you like how to prioritize and what considerations to make, and based on the application and the case that you're going to do. And the final reviewer is just basically taking all the output, and it is going to summarize it, because I want the summarizer to be shown over here. And then this unknown will have everything, like all the complete thread. These are the I have that because I wanted to be able to troubleshoot it. So you get the idea, like you can actually talk to the system, and you can hear the output as a voice as well. So in that way, like even if I'm on driving and things like that, if I have to still brainstorm and find out ideas and stuff like that, I can do it. or we can also take this the entire architecture agent or the business agent and analyst agent output and also play back also. That can be added in the future as well. So this is one part of the puzzle, just to help. By any means, this is not the entire output. We can take the inspiration from here and create a Visio diagram or PowerPoint and stuff like that. That's the idea. That's the reason why I wanted to break it down so we understand what components are going to go, how to split the system, and provide, like, what are the best practices that we are actually using. So these are some considerations that I wanted to create it, right, and this is going to change based on, depending on the task that you're going to do. This is a very simple task. It's just more of an RPA type thing, but actually it will be interesting to create an entire application, right? Like a full-fledged chatbot that can do product support for a company or something like that, and envision and see. Now there is also another thing that I've been working on, which is called the AI assessment tool. Any companies, Gen AI has been there for like 2.5 years now, more than that now, but still not everybody is mature, or not everybody is like at zero. I think most people have known about it. A lot of people are fearing, but a lot of people are also using it. So this allows you to understand the governance, the data infrastructure, technologies, what they're having, skills and cultures that they're going to go through, and what business impacts that they're looking for, and then what are the responsible AI, where do they even monitor it, or do they have anything, or they starting from scratch. You can actually change it from 0 to 1 to wherever it is, and to 5, or 1. Depending on this, the system will actually calculate, and I'll show you that. And I also added like how to differentiate and find out the Gen AI use cases. How do we differentiate the vision use cases? And I also how the traditional AI and audio based use cases can be. So in this way, we can figure out like what is good, what is bad, and in which area that we need to focus the customer on, and figure out like use cases and prioritization and stuff like that. When you hit the process button, what it is going to do is like it's going to take all these 1 to 5, and it's going to calculate a score. It's going to give you an AI maturity where the customer is, and then it's going to give you detailed scores over here. And I mean, by now I didn't select anything, so you probably saw like I just let all of them be 3 3 3 3 default. So it's assuming that the customer is pretty little decent maturity. And then if you look at it, it also gives you a recommendation on assistance, like where to improve. It says like deepen the use case identification, strengthen the responsible AI, upskill the team, expand, optimize deployment of AI models, enhance the quality. So these are some of the insights, and I also have providing some use cases depending on what they are what is that they are actually giving us the feedback on, and we can concentrate on different areas, what different use cases are. And then it also gives you an idea on like how to implement a step by step implementation guide. And some final thoughts, how to start the journey and go with it. Now I don't think all customers will be starting from zero. A lot more customers will be in different areas. Based on that, we can actually manage and monitor and figure out like what we need to do. So it's almost like a customized version of maturity assessment and doing targeted workloads for customers. I hope this was very helpful, and thank you for spending the time to understand and see this tool. This actually is something that will help me, and I use it. So I'm hoping that it can help others as well. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.